The recent COVID outbreak in Hong Kong has not just caused ballooning in case number but sadly an upsurge in fatality, especially for the elderly due to their very low vaccination rate. Healthcare workers have been working around the clock in looking after the patients. Hong Kong has been following China's dynamic zero strategy, but short of boosting vaccination like in Australia, let alone making the elderly as priority. The situation is very worrying, but not to an extent that the healthcare workers give up their determination in coping. My local friends here are showing their grave concern on their connection in Hong Kong by persuading them to be vaccinated. 2 weeks ago, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has alarmed the world, with those born after World War II never seen a war in Europe. We believe national conflicts could be sorted out by the UN, or through negotiation between powers, without going into wars in the mutual interest of the nations concerned. In so many years we only got military conflict on a localized basis, as it has been a general world consensus that no country should openly conquer another country. Russia's invasion tells us that humans never learn from history on war, and peace cannot be taken for granted. We should keep hoping that the crisis could be over soon. On the eastern coast of Australia, flash storm and river flooding hit extensive areas in Queensland and NSW 2 weeks ago, causing massive damage to property and resulting in human loss. This was very dampening and distressing. Governments at all levels handed out support aids and many local voluntary bodies came in to rescue, all leave their COVID flight and join hands to help out the affected communities. All these disaster and calamity remind us of how fragile could be our state of living no matter where. We can only face the uncertainty with faith, hope, and courage. Dark forces are around us, but we can still live with goodness and love inside ourselves. In Ukraine's war and Australia's flooding, we can find courageous acts such as the Ukrainian president holding on to Kyiv with his people, and supplies rushing in for the flood victims here. We know that in this world goodness still prevails.